Hello and welcome back to the RogueTech campaign. We are ready to go with some more contracts. At least I think we are. I'd like to leave my game in a position where we can just carry on. So I think last time I commented that there were a couple of contracts that were particularly juicy on the old money and salvage, and yet they're only like one skull. So that's what we're going to do. I think I have everything I need. Yeah, okay. We're taking the not so great Jenner out for a spin again, but you know, whatever. It's one skull. We'll be fine, right? So I wanted to talk about something actually. Well, I wanted to talk about two things. The first thing is for whatever reason, YouTube is not very good at alerting me to new comments on old videos. So if you've left a comment on one of my old videos and you're like burning to have it responded to, if you can just highlight that to me in the current video, just put something like, you know, I left a comment on whatever, and then you can delete that afterwards or whatever. I will go back and comment. The I don't know, the comment management tools in YouTube are garbage, but for as long as I can do so, I do want to respond to everybody's comments. So obviously if I ever get wildly popular, haha, then it might not be possible, but for now it's very much possible. So if that's you, just let me know and I will go back and comment. But for some reason the alert system is nonsense, so it's not me being rude, I just literally don't get alerted. The second one was a very interesting comment about someone was mystified about how good I was at the game despite not taking advantage of all the UI information or knowing all the rules or all that kind of thing. It's a very interesting subject for me as someone who used to do gaming professionally. It's about muscle memory, effectively, right? But almost like an intellectual version of that. So when I was younger, I could type furiously fast, like over 100 words a minute. And I ended up destroying my wrists doing that. So I had to deliberately tone down the rate at which I typed. You know, after a few drinks, if I get online and someone like annoys me, I'll type abuse at 100 words a minute, believe me. But most of the time, I've toned it right down to 60, and it took some effort to learn to rein it in a bit. When you play a lot of a particular game, or you know, in my case, a lot of games, full stop, you just kind of learn how they play and what the right moves are, just in a general sense. And then you just find yourself making the right moves without really thinking about them. It's just completely autopilot. As long as you have a basic understanding of what the units are, what their strengths are, and what their weaknesses are, i.e., you know, this unit is short range and it's weak in the rear, this unit is long range and it's weak in short range, this unit is fast, and therefore I need certain weapons to hit it. This unit is slow, but it's particularly dangerous, I should kite it. You can make very good decisions without really going into the minutiae of how your kit works. And I'm going to lead with the Jenner because it's a garbage mech, so if it takes a load of abuse, I don't care. I forgot for a second what I was saying there. Basically, you can make all these decisions, and they still be good decisions, without them necessarily being the best decisions. And so this leads into something which I want to say, which is, and this applies more to real-time strategy than to turn-based, obviously, but a good decision made quickly is better than the best decision made too late. This is something I used to tell people in some of the pro gaming teams that I played with, which none of which were particularly famous or matter now, because that was a long time ago. But I used to say to people, you know, because people were getting indecisive, or I suppose like freezing up, trying to make the right decision, and in real time that can be a killer. And so I used to say to them, you know, it's not about making the perfect decision. or the very best decision. It's about making a good decision very quickly, as opposed to making the best decision too late. And I've just kind of refined what I said since then. I know that many of you probably quite rightly turn around and say, well, that doesn't apply to a turn-based game. You've got all the time in the world to make your decisions. Well, if I took all the time in the world to make my decisions in this game, you would be very, very bored waiting for me to make decisions. So it's not really an option for me. I have to play this game as if it were real time. Right? Like as if there was a clock on my play. Because it's not just a matter of Iron Man, it's also a matter of no one wants to sit here and watch me and ah for the best part of a few minutes on should I move here or should I move there, or when I do it, when it is genuinely important, when it is a critical moment and I really do need to make the best possible decision, I do try and explain the 2 or 3 decisions I'm trying to choose between and why I'm trying to choose between them. But I mean, you can see right here, I'm talking to you and I'm thinking entirely about game design right now and pro-level decision making. And I am playing this completely on autopilot, as hands are just getting the job done while I'm talking to you and thinking about something else. And that's it. It's the more you think about the fact that you do it, the harder it becomes to do it. So now I'm starting to slow down and I'm starting to struggle because I'm thinking about it too much. But that's how it works. And there, I pointed out in the comments on the previous video or the one before, something like that. I was saying to the guy who made the comment about why he was mystified, or how he was mystified that I was so good despite me not really paying huge attention to the finer details. And the chess guy said that he doesn't think like 3 or 4 turns ahead or whatever. He said I only see one move, but it's always the right move. And I remember reading that. It was a long time ago. Someone pointed it out to me, probably over 10 years ago. I think this is definitely an old thing, and it really resonated with me because I felt exactly the same way. I don't see like hundreds of moves. I'm not thinking about my next turn. I'm just looking at the moves available to me and just choosing the correct one. And I just know what the correct move is. And it's like witchcraft after a while. It's unexplainable witchcraft. See, I'm slowing down now because I'm thinking about it. This is the worst thing, is like when a touch typist or whatever is like, yeah, I can type billion lines a minute, and then someone goes, okay, show me, and so they're thinking about it and their type speed just plummets through the floor. Because that's what happens when you're actually thinking about it. Right, my main issue now is getting close to these turrets. This is the first base that I've seen that makes sense. The turrets are all actually in really good covering positions. I get the feeling what I want to do is actually go down here and go around. So that's what I'm gonna do. Run! Yeah. Yeah, I don't think in too much like huge detail. So my current strategy here, at first it was to just assume this high ground position because that seemed advantageous to me. And then I encountered the Jenner, obviously, and I was just kind of like, okay. Sorry, the enemy was a locust. I wasn't even paying attention to it. I just saw a piece of meat to be eaten and I ate it. But when I was done with that, then I was just thinking about these turrets here and the way that they all neatly cover each other, and so I immediately thought, if I go around here, I can just take out this vehicle, I can come around here, and then I can snipe this guy at point blank range. And this structure provides me with cover from this lot, while I then move forward and take this one out. That's my overall thought. And I just thought that through pretty quickly, basically. bloody urban mech cannot run for love nor money, so I have to jump J it all the time. What the? You can move? He can move the same length as he can sprint, or is it not selecting sprint? No, he can move further than he can sprint. What the hell? Okay. Witchcraft! Witchcraft! Definitely witchcraft. I suppose it's actually he can sprint the same distance as he can move, but that's very weird. I suppose in theory I should have just moved and braced instead of sprinting since I knew that, but whatever. Come on, tank! I don't know what this vehicle is. Whatever it was, it only moved like 2 spaces. That's pretty funny. Okay, that vehicle's in a stupid place. That's a striker. Not too concerned about striker, because missiles are so badly nerfed. We send in the Jenner. Send in the Jenner! You know, when you actually genuinely don't care about the fate of a mech, it becomes very easy to be like, right, send it in. What turret is that? A sniper, okay. Probably going to struggle to hit my Jenner. Get wrecked! Okay, one of the turrets that took its turn could not get a clean shot. Displeases me. I'm just going to sprint the urban mech because it's too bloody slow. If I need it, I'll use it. Next turn. You know, for a 1-skull mission, the fact that there's only been a Locust and 3 vehicles kind of surprises me. I guess salvage is going to be awful, but you know, whatever. If long range was any good in this mod, I would have jumped up here and gone long range, but you know. This is RogueTech. Long range is not a thing. I do think next turn, though, we're going to get up in the business of that turret. It's going to get his meta started. Oh, he managed to land a shot. Right, they've all had their turns, so I could in theory just run in now, and it wouldn't be an issue. Let's do it. Plenty of firepower on the commando, we can definitely take something out. What have we here? A Saladin. That's dangerous, but it has no health. And a light shredder turret. I think 1 streak SRM is plenty. Would 1 SRM4 be plenty? I wouldn't want to risk it, especially with that hit rate. You know that one time that you risk it, and that AC-20 shot tears its way through your cockpit, or left torso, or right torso, or something. 100 damage is pretty nasty. Okay. Unknown vehicle. Who can jump, like, properly? I'm not really sure I want to use the meta star. There we go, urban mech can jump. Whee! Oh, it's another Saladin. Just the kind of thing you don't want to sneak up on you. He's also very soft. One SRM6 should be plenty. Right? I only need 2 hits. 2 hits anywhere ought to do it. Pop. Jump. No. Move. Yes. You know, like, short-range weapons aren't even particularly short-range in this mod. They're almost like medium range. Wow, is this overkill? Actually, is it overkill? 20, 40... Each one of them is 25, so that's 75. Yeah, it's overkill. Boy, is it ever. Let's turn those flamers off. We don't need to generate all that heat. A stream of 5s and 3s pouring off that turret. Yup. Jump! Oh yeah, he hasn't got much health left. Softened him up. Dun dun dun. There's the striker that's like 0 threat. Actually, like, genuinely quite a dangerous unit in the vanilla campaign, but in this campaign, it is not that. It's like non-threat. Turret's destroyed. Jesus, I almost feel sorry for it. Right. All that remains now is to tag the base. Ooh! Hey, looks like we're not going to be denied those great salvage opportunities after all. Here comes some dinner. Get ready to get up in this guy's meta. I've not got a good read on them at the moment, so God knows what they are. Jump! It's kind of funny how the urban mech can only move by jumping. That's a pretty weird condition to have. I'm guessing it's a pair of lights, to be fair, from their initiative. Seems reasonable to presume that. But, you know, Firestarter, or Commando would be nice. Plus, it's all money in the bank at the end of the day. What we got? A Jenner and a Panther. Blah. Oh well, it's still money in the bank. Standing by. So the Panther has fired. That means that the Jenner is the only one left to take a turn. And believe me when I say he will not be taking a turn. Oh man, it ripped his leg off. That's horrendous. You think that he would fall over straight away after losing his leg, but it actually calculates all the damage first. Which is a shame because I like the idea of, you know, ripping the generous chicken leg off, like getting a big meaty bite of that chickeny goodness, and then opening up with the machine guns and flamers and cooking the bird. Am I like the only one that thinks that the Jenner just looks like a giant chicken? Not from behind, but like from the right kind of angle. I don't know, maybe it's just me. There we go, that looks good. No shot on the Jenner. Oh well, what a shame. Is that the arm where the gun is on the Panther? I always forget. Whether it's the left or the right arm that's got the weaponry. AC-20? What? Oh, AC-20 ammo. Heavy rifle. Okay, never mind. I like a Jenner with an AC-20. Like, what? Put my weapons back on just in case I need them. Yes, Commander. Splat. Who wants to capture a Jenner, not me? I need to be careful because the dropship is going to land around here somewhere. Usually there's a terrain marker, but you can't actually always guarantee that there's going to be a terrain marker. How dare you? How dare you try and rear strike me with your flamethrower? Let's see. Yes, it is the rifle in the right arm. Goody, goody, goody. Oh, punched him in the CT. Oh, he ejected. Okay, fair enough. There was really no need to put all that after kill into the mech. It's like, you watch the guy eject, okay, he's gone. He's gone. And like, you just vent your frustration on what's left of his mech. Like, ah, I wanted to kill you. That machine gun the salvage. Ah. Yang's not earning his money if it's like not completely ruined. Sweet cash, no damage. Every mission should go like this. Look at all the Panther bits. Wow, most of this is junk. It'd be funny if like an AC-20 were worth more than a piece of Panther. Well, I'm just going to take 3 bits of Panther and hope that I get the other 2. Because that would be instant money in the bank. Well, I got 4 bits. So I just need 1 more for that sweet 500,000 C-bill injection. Ha! And I actually got 2 of the nice weapons. I've actually seriously managed to avoid the junk. Because we've all been there, right? We've all finished a mission and thought, that was an easy mission, great, salvage. And then we've gotten like 8 heat sinks. Like, oh great, lots of heat sinks, thanks guys. Whoever negotiated the salvage needs to like be slapped. I wish they used a I know it would take a little bit longer, but I wish they used like a you go I go system. So you pick out 3 or 4 bits of salvage, which is your priority picks, and then what happens is the AI chooses 2 items, then you choose 2 items, then the AI chooses 2 items, then you choose 2 items, or whatever, up until your limit, or 1 item, or, you know, however many, just to get through it somewhat quickly, so that you can get a fair share of the the extra picks rather than just a random amount. 2 days until my is that the Flame Panther or the other Panther is ready to go. I can't remember, but it's 2 days. Let's do another contract. Why stop this train now? Okay, skull and a half recovery. I haven't done a recovery for a long time. I can't remember how a recovery mission goes. Ah, right, it's ones where you're meant to run to an escape point, but I never do. I just kill everybody. Because that just turns out to be easier. Escorts are pretty funny in this mod because evasion is so much more powerful now that vehicles that are running away are so much harder to kill. And it's meant to be pirates as well. Let's go for it. Let's take the risk. I'm always up to kill some pirates. Let's bring along a slightly better pilot now that he's healed. Yeah. Let's put my better pilot in the meta starter. And my main character is immortal, so it's better to put him in the weaker mech that might die. The Jenner. And then I don't lose a pilot. I probably should have done that last time, but I wasn't thinking. I was just like, I want to play. I was actually very unwell yesterday. I didn't play any games at all. I just stayed in my room. Missed a day off work for the first time in like half a year or something. It wasn't even a full day off work. I still had to go in for a couple of hours because they needed my help. So, yeah, not the best. My life in computers is occasionally getting a massive evil migraine and having to use some serious firepower to get rid of it. Which, this is the serious firepower. TheEdmon. It's good stuff that, but it knocks you out. Secure the convoy rally point. So I know exactly how this mission will go. We'll go kill everything. Ignore the convoy will be fine. Kill everything. Weird that I have no contacts yet. Just looking at the corners of the map. Okay. Okay. So, this is the edge of the map here, so the evac zone is probably going to be... Oh, look, there it is. It's going to be there. So, I want to come in like this. Is that minerals? No, it's rough terrain. No, wait, is it rough terrain or is it minerals? This bloody herb mech and its inability to move. It is minerals, okay, cool. Oh! Unknown mech. I can run up there, but getting into the water I actually have to go around. Well, this mech can jump, so that's okay. I was going to say one of my mechs can't jump, it's the bloody commando. Up here. Let's see what else I can pick up on the radar. Okay, a vehicle, that's not exciting. Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, whatever. Oh, a locust! Perfect threat for a 1.5 skull mission. Although he did manage to successfully land most of those missiles onto my leg. So, the locust, I'm just going to streak SRM it to death. Because it's easy. Another light mech, could be anything. No mediums. You'd think on a 1.5 skill mission we would see some mediums. Actually, we'll worry about the general later. Where's the Irby? Who's the Irby? Here we go. Just jump into cover here. Don't want to take fire from the base just yet. Of course, we're sat in water, so we can just go for it. Oh! Damn. How is he still standing after that? I'm just going to jump into the minerals because I'm taking too many hits. 50% is all I need. All I had to do is land one missile to make him fall over. Easy. Just sprint up into position. It's so important to abuse cover and line of sight in this game. Oh, a Saladin. That is not good. That is a striker. If ever I had one shoot at me. Last thing I want is to be on the receiving end of that AC-20, so the Locust can wait. Kill it dead. I mean, it's not a demolisher, but you know, I'm only driving around in light tanks. 100 damage is it's bad times. It's one of these silly missile genners. They do make me laugh. So the good thing about water is you can just keep jumping through it. Like, who cares? You've got your own heat sinks. Your own watery heat sinks to absorb the heat of doing this. See ya. Wow, there's nothing left of it. That was like a leg and a cockpit. Gratuitous overkill. Okay. And now we wait. My thought is I send the Jenner in to trigger the convoy while sending my heavily armed my my moderately useful light team at the halfway point in this cover here, just to cover the escape of the convoy. I'm not hugely concerned that there will be a problem, but you know. Jump! This Jenner is like picking up stability damage, so I might play it safe. Use the Irby. Ooh, ow. Those missiles are quite unpleasant. I'll go back here in a minute. Let's just clean these guys up quickly. This is completely overkill, but whatever. Plenty more ammo where that came from. And the great thing about SRM6s is they've got huge range, and yet you can still get perfect accuracy out of them point blank. So there's literally no disadvantage to them. The fact that they weigh a ton more than a standard SRM is like whatever, considering that standard SRMs were never limited by tonnage, they were limited by hard points always, so why would you care? Let's move the meta starter over here, because it's going to take him forever to get into range anyway. Well, not forever, but you know what I mean. I got things to do, got places to see, people to kill. Ouch. And once again, the main character takes a smack on the head. That's okay. Do you know what? I don't want to do anything just yet. Let's just kill this guy. Ejecting! Right, let's just skip a turn so that everyone can cool down and stabilize. In fact, let's skip 2 turns. Nice and cool. Have you ever noticed that when you eject these, the head doesn't seem to be missing? Oh, it is on this one. That's pretty cool. Is it actually? Is the cockpit missing? Would be a nice little touch if it was. Right, boys. Get into position, because this is going to get ugly, I'm sure. I hope there's some mediums. Some hunchbacks would be nice. Not that I would, you know... Hunchbacks because of their high power weapons, they are really threatening. But I've got so many hunchback bits now that I feel like it's worth the risk just to complete one. Okay, so you're picking up new sensor contacts. Well, where are they? Like, where's the enemy? Wow, it's the enemy! How is Korn gonna get his blood if there is no enemy? It's always wheeled APCs when it's my convoy, isn't it? I mean, they're somewhat robust, but you know, they're not like... They're not what I would call highly defended or anything. Well, this is going to be an easy mission if the enemy doesn't turn up. I have to keep sprinting around because I don't want to. I don't want to sit still in case the enemy just magically teleports on top of me, because that's happened before in this game. They teleport on top of you and you haven't got any evasion tokens, you're a dead man. Okay, that's a landing zone. That is precisely where I don't want to be. Still no enemy. This is weird. Right? I mean, put in the comments if you've ever had this happen to you before, but I've never done one of these and not had the horde of the ungrateful dead chasing after me being like, APCs! APCs! Oh, okay, there they are. Holy crap, and there's 4 of them. Okay, commando. I was hoping the enemy would reserve as well. Gives the APCs time to get into position. Although this one is like miles behind. Oh, they're doing that stupid move forward, brace, truffle, shuffle. This is good because it gives me time to get my blokes into position. Go! This LOS blocker here is perfect. They actually can't see the APCs from there. So we're looking at 3 enemy lights and a medium. Oh, the slow one's a Slefnir APC. Jesus, I guess the boss is in there. The chief executive is in that one or something. Because that's like 100 times harder to kill. Do I just go charging in? They've all taken their turns, so I could just charge straight back out again if I wanted to. Okay, what am I looking at? I'm looking at a Vindicator. That PPC could be nasty. An Urban Mech with friggin' tag and rotary autocannon too. That's even nastier, in my opinion. 2 Urban Mechs and a Commando. Okay. Okay, this is real talk here. The boys brought their real weapons with them. We eliminate the Urban Mechs first. They're the most dangerous. Tag and rotary autocannon too together is pretty frightening. I get a position where I can snipe him. This Jenner is in such a bad state, I'll just jump it straight back out next turn. But might as well take 3 damage where we can, even if it's just 8 damage. Oh, the Commando has changed his mind. What? Why? I do not understand the AI in this game sometimes. Why did he do that? That doesn't even make any sense. So much risk in using the generator. In fact, I'll leave him there for now. Just because he's got cover and like 5 evasion tokens, and consider using him at the end of the turn. Send in the meta starter. Okay. What? Is the AI broken? Is it just like, has it given up? Is it just like, I can't handle it anymore. Please kill me. I can't take it anymore. I mean, this guy has exposed his back to me. How dumb is that? There's like so many indicators on his mech for damage there that they just blasted off the top of the screen. The one shot that actually hit me in the head. Okay. Alright, game. Seems legit. My urban mech. What's this? That's the rear or the side. That's not that useful. What do we got here? Well, this guy is so immensely damaged that this is going to probably be fail, so. See ya! I know I said this last time, and I didn't retreat him. This time, I think I will. Or will I? Yeah, I will. After that headshot, I think it's a bad idea to leave him up there. What the hell? The Vindicator did it as well. Are they that desperate to get the APCs? I mean, I win. Now what are you going to do? Do I have to evac, or is it just mission successful? Right. Let's go up, get up in this guy's meta, shall we? I can only take 2 bits of priority salvage, and there's like 3 nice mechs here, so CTs are fine. Minimize risk. Ooh! I love it. He lost his PPC and all of his ammunition. Like, now what? Now what are you gonna do, my friend? I didn't lose the PPC. What we're going to do is we're going to move to generate the correct number of dodgy tokens. Oh, I don't know, do I shoot this guy in the back or do I shoot this guy in the back? I'm almost more threatened by the urban mech now, because the urban mech is in one piece. And it's got a tag. Sweet. Damage to the rotary autocannon. That's going to make it almost impossible to hit with that weapon. I'll move here because I don't want to risk showing my back. And I say that we knock this guy over and make him eject. Or just kill him. Kill him is also good. See ya. I'm not really interested in using you. However, I don't think either of these guys can actually do enough damage to be a threat now. So I might as well get involved again. Get re-involved. This is cover up here as well, by the way, so in case anyone was thinking that technically they do have enough damage to actually destroy parts of the Jenner, they really don't. I'll say that now and then they'll land every shot or something. How dare you shoot me in the back? Time to start this guy's meta. So funny, in the vanilla campaign, you could never get a urban mech for love nor money. Now in this game, they're everywhere. All the pilot injuries, yeah. I wouldn't mind forcing the Irby to eject. I mean, everything about the Irby is good. The Irby itself is good. The equipment that it has is good. It doesn't use like any garbagey heat sinks or anything like that. Wow, got that guy in the head. Yeah. There we go. I have to turn one off. The game is like, get to the evac zone. I'm like, yeah, no. Evac zone? What's that? Is that tasty? Can you eat that? Oh man, the evac zone is right there. It's actually... Well, it's not in a practical place, is it? I was just about to say, it's in a practical place. It's right next to me. I could have gone to the evac zone, and then I remember that that's where the enemies spawn, so you still have to go through them to get to it. I swear, Samir, or whatever her name is, she's just a troll. She's trolling us. She's like, where can I put the evac zone? It would just be like the biggest possible pain in the ass. I know! Let's put it behind the enemy. Perfect. They'll never suspect it. Heat critical! Now he's running through the rough terrain with a full stab bar. Good boy, very clever. Huh. This is like the most overkill. There's no way he survives this. Can I... 53 damage on a punch, right? Is there any way that he survives that? There isn't really, is there? Let's be honest here. Can I never usually use a precision strike, but it might be the right time for one. If I reduce the amount of hits and just target what I want, maybe I can persuade this guy to eject. Oh. Okay. Now all I have to do is hit him once with a missile, and he'll fall over, and hopefully he'll die. Nine HP. 12. 9 HP. Okay, my SRM4 could kill him. %60. Okay, just get the leg. Yes! Ha ha ha! And he's dead! And the Irby is captured! Irby, get. Sweet, I'm pleased with this result. I only hit him with one missile and he's become unsteady again. That's pretty funny. You know, if the AI actually
used melee, it would be a hell of a lot more dangerous. I mean, I know it does use melee, but very, very rarely. You add a bit of punchiness to it, and I'm sure it would be significantly more dangerous. Okay, that's the pilot injured. Again. Hit anywhere. Whatever. That'll do. Sweet. That's gonna be good. Good loot, this. Naturally, I'll have to take the piece of the medium mech. It would have been nice to capture the medium mech, but it's not like the best medium mech in the world. Plus, the most I can guarantee is 2 pieces of it anyway. Sweet. Look at this. My 3rd piece of Vindicator, which at 45 tons is not like the greatest thing on earth. And 2 pieces of Irby. So now all I need is 1 more piece of Irby. What do we got here? These would be nice to get. Slightly heavier jump jets. Jump jets? Jump jets. Okay. Let's go. 3 pieces of Jenner for my trouble. So I kind of didn't get a complete anything. Unfortunately. I could have had a complete urban mech, but I really do need to be taking medium mech bits. Can't sit around in light mech hell forever. That was a good run, that. That was good salvage. Good money. Good salvage. Very little damage. Couple of pilot injuries, nothing exciting. I honestly thought this episode would be the episode where I got my first medium. You know, that I didn't start with. But it's not working out that way, really, is it? One day's repair. That's easy enough. The Panther will be finished in a day anyway, so... sort out the mech warriors. We're just kind of cleaning up here. That can be useful. I'm just trying to build my pilots evenly, because you never know what's going to be useful or how these skills build. So I'd just rather have more skills. It's starting to be quite a lot of EXP to level them as well. These are my 2 reserve pilots. I could probably afford to start building the virtual pods and all that kind of stuff now as well. I'm in the middle of doing that power system upgrade, aren't I? Let's just move the day tasks up. There we go. Okay, cool. I think that's everything. Let me just go back to the store. If there's anything that I want. Although that Griffin would be nice. It's a hell of a lot of money though. But it's about as close to a heavy as you can get without it being a heavy. So funny how a weapon like this would be like a prime pick. If it's not plus accuracy, I'm not interested. Ooh, baby. I'll buy that for $1. I've got to try these rocket launchers at some point. They look very cheap and cheerful. They're sort of they do the same damage as LRMs and they're short range. They weigh next to nothing though. I mean, look at this, 1.5 tons. Is that it? 1.5 tons is nothing for the damage of an LRM-20, even if the range is shorter and perhaps the accuracy is bad. Although I suppose it depends on how bad. So, I mean, doing a comparison, you've got extreme range, but the same damage and stability, 18 heat, for 10 tons. So you're talking about the same damage, the same stability damage, half the heat, for only slightly less range, plus whatever the accuracy penalty is, which could be anything. Cheap, unguided, one-shot missile launchers. One shot. Does that mean that they don't have ammo? Does that mean you just fire them once and they're done? I'm going to try them and see what happens. In fact, just as an experiment, I'm going to not actually fit them, but just pretend to fit them. See if they use an LRM rack, LRM ammo, or whether they've got their own unique ammo. Here we go. Oh, I do pick the one mech that hasn't got any missile hardpoints. Silly me. I mean, if they use LRM ammo, even if the accuracy is garbage, you can make up for it with sheer volume of fire. I would think. Okay. This mech is over the allowed tonnage. That's it. That's the only warning. There is no warning that the ammo is missing. Although it could use SRM ammo. I should have considered that. No. Okay, so they're genuinely one shot. They're one and done. That's why they're so light. So you're packing the power of a 10-ton LRM system into 1.5 tons, but you only get to fire it once. And then it's smoked. Still, it's a nice option to have in an emergency. Much like jump jets, it's not a huge amount of weight to lose. It's the kind of thing that you could stick on an assault mech or something, or a heavy mech, as like a big pile of extra damage for when you need it most. Interesting. I'll have to contemplate this. But I'll be doing that in a future episode. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time.